Once upon a time, there was a very flamboyant, very annoying, youngish man named Justin Trudeau, who, because of his last name, got elected to the highest office in the country. After 4 years of taking us for fools and behaving like one himself, he was able to hang onto his seat of power by the skin of his teeth. This humiliation somewhat humbled King Justin, who is now scarcely seen in public. His new bearded, stately image and serious tone, used to deliver gently whispered messages, is supposed to lend him some gravitas, but really all it does is annoy everyone more than his dramatic conveyances did before. I knew Doug Ford from the Rob Ford days. He was always personable and approachable, and I believe he really did, like his brother, believe in treating the taxpayer fairly. In the early days, Doug used to give his cell phone number out to anyone who wanted it. He responded to texts, and he listened to what the people had to say. In his capacity as Premier, Ford has tried to improve the mess left behind by the incompetent and spendthrift Liberals. Naturally, the media party hates this, and they report negatively on everything he does. Unlike Teflon Trudeau, who seems to emerge unscathed from some pretty serious blunders, Ford is portrayed as the devil incarnate for trying to keep a little more money in our pockets and encouraging businesses to set up shop in Ontario. Ford has become too busy to answer my texts anymore. I get that. He has lots on his plate. But in the early days of his leadership, he promised to look at removing HST from funerals, which is unacceptable, in my opinion, as a tax to levy on people already suffering from the loss of a loved one. On this subject, almost 2 years later, the silence is deafening. And Trudeau? Well, he's so out of his league on just about everything that the best we can hope for is that he gradually fades away and stays far from any duties that require knowledge of world events or any heavy lifting, and eventually just goes away. Trudeau and mute equals progress for our country. Ford and mute equals a Liberal re-election next time around. While Trudeau's demise is welcome and inevitable, if Ford allows the Liberals to get back into power in Ontario, we are in for a rough ride. Stay strong and committed, Premier. This province needs strength, not submissive retreat. A powerful voice is what is needed most, and we are counting on you to be that voice.